Okay, this is Akashic Records number 2 because I was able to get in. I was watching the Hedge Witch Healing channel on YouTube, and she said something that made it so that I understood all the soul pieces now. Okay, so if you watch any of my YouTube videos, and I'll post this on YouTube too, but you'll know that I have said that my angels told me that I have 12 soul pieces, and some of them are male and some of them are female, and I didn't really understand that. I was like, I don't get it. And then in the Akashic Records video at the end, I said that I turned into a snake, and I knew it had something to do with soul pieces because the angels told me that the snake was like you have to go into all these different beings. I became a bug and different things, and I thought that it was purely physical, like a physical. I thought that when you died and then you turned into a snake and a bug and blah blah, it was to build back up your physical jing, basically. So in traditional Chinese medicine, everyone has a bunch of jing, and then as time goes by until you die, when you die you lose all your jing. And I feel like that could be true because I feel like every time you have a child, both parents, like you lose, it's like your jing goes into there, and then you just slowly die. No, I'm just kidding, but I don't know, it makes sense to me. So our jing is like going and going, so then we die, and then so I thought that we became all these different animals and stuff so that we could build up our jing, but I think that's part of it. The other part though is that we have to have an innocence of spirit, so it's also an emotional rejuvenation to be an animal and a bug, and it's a spiritual rejuvenation as well. But that's not even the coolest part. The coolest part is that, so I have 12 soul pieces, they told me, and I didn't understand what that meant because so I called back this little soul piece, and her name was Luminia, and she was a soul piece of a life that I lived in Lumeria. So then I was like, okay, these little soul pieces are all of the lives I've lived. They're all these people. So then I didn't understand why there would be 12 main ones and then like all these other ones that are random. And here's why. So when I was watching that lady, I realized that there's an ancestor that I work with, and I thought that the ancestor told me that she knew me since the spark of my creation. And so I was like, whoa, okay, is she my mom? Like, I was like, this lady's old. So then as time went by, and this was 4 days ago when I figured this out, that Kaida is actually me, and the 12 soul pieces are the 12 times that I've reached enlightenment, and this world has been destroyed, and then, like, you know, Mother Nature destroys it, and then new civilizations. It's done that for such a long time. I'm talking like maybe billions of years, and that's just this planet. Doesn't even mean all the others. Anyway, and so and so I remember Keida's life, and which was me, and it's so weird because I was Japanese, but I was living in North Africa, wandering around, and I was a priestess, a dance healer, like the same stuff that I'm going to be doing now. That's why I work with her. And so I was really overwhelmed when I realized that she's just one time that I reached enlightenment. And I had you can't name the number of times it takes you to reach enlightenment. It's different for everyone. It could be pretty fast, or it could be really slow. This time, like me, so this life right now, I think is my enlightenment life, knock on wood. I mean, I can make bad choices and not have it be that way, but I just mean, it's supposed to be. That's why I'm working with my old self who reached enlightenment. But So yes, so that's 12 times. But it could be millions of lifetimes in between each time. And then once you reach enlightenment, you become a goddess or a god on the other side. And you live like that for a while until you decide to volunteer to come back and help transmute more negative energy and stuff like that. But I just found that like really wild that that's why. So you could have, I don't know, 20 soul pieces if you've reached enlightenment a lot, or you could have 3 soul pieces. But also that's how I know that this world is pretty bad, because I lost a lot of my soul pieces during times where I was entered into a lot of control. A lot of the social structures in this world can be really detrimental to a soul, and the control structures as well. And so, I don't know, I'm just so excited, and I'm excited to share this information because it's so cool. And so there's so many soul pieces that you can call back, and then there's soul pieces that you need to get rid of and let go of. So if you're feeling a lifetime that you don't want anymore, you just imagine a golden thread from you to that lifetime, and you just cut it like in Hercules. And all the ones that are good, that's when you like call those towards you and do your spells and rituals, or just like put stuff in glass jars with flowers and crystals to make sure that those life pieces that are benefiting you will come to you. And you just meditate and feel it out. So I don't know, I hope that was cool.